Hey, good afternoon everyone and welcome to it. This is another episode of a podcast of mine. My name is Uthman Solomons and I'm your host for this afternoon. Listen, I'll be honest with you, I'm not too sure what the name of the podcast is anymore. It started out as the On Air with Uthman Solomons podcast. It then later went and became, what did it become? It became Solomons podcast, but I'm definitely working on a new name. I'm thinking of something better, something good, something which you'll love. But thank you for listening. Okay. Okay, so alright guys. Okay, stop it. Thank you. Kind. Right, so I'm thinking of a couple of things. I'm working with different ways. I'm working on different setups when it comes to the podcast, because eventually I want to get to a point where I'm able to record the podcast and do a video recording of it, which I can later obviously post also on the YouTube channel. But thank you for listening. Okay, so I worked this past weekend. It hasn't been bad. In fact, I always know my weekend has been good. I get back to work on Monday and there's no complaints by manager, by fellow colleagues, and everybody is just happy. Well, they might not say that they're happy, but the bottom line is if there's no complaints, there's obviously nothing to worry about. Am I right? As a Sunday. So, a notable thing that took place yesterday, for all Manchester United fans and Liverpool fans alike, we were all waiting for the game to kick off at about just after 5, and it obviously didn't, because some Manchester United fans went and they stormed Old Trafford and they eventually ended up invading the pitch. Now a lot of people might say, when it comes to football, we just want to watch the game. Let's get on with the game. I know you are stuck with Woodward and the Blazers and whoever else, but get on with the game. Alright guys, I also, to some extent, I felt the but I went and, if I can call it this, I went and educated myself as to why United fans across the globe, England in particular, is so upset. Well, they're upset not with the players. They're not upset with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as the coach. They're not upset with a team here and there who we either lost or drew against, we should have beaten. They're upset with the board, and more in particularly, they're upset with the owners of the club. Now, to give a brief understanding from the videos that I've watched on YouTube, is that it looks as though these owners has been in charge, or they've owned the club for more than a decade. The fans are upset that the owners, to them, it's about one thing and one thing only: making a lot of money and pocketing a lot of money, and not necessarily reinvesting it in the club. And when I say reinvesting it in the club, then I mean like buy the Senkos. I'm not saying I'm not either for or neither against the acquisition of Senko, but I mean Senko, eventually the deal with Senko fell through the mat because the owners just thought it was too much money for them to spend on a player. So that's the type of thing that the fans are now upset about. Instead of just wanting to sell big name players, and if I can make an example, Ronaldo, selling Ronaldo and having that profit and just sitting with it, the fans to an extent feel that the owners should be reinvesting that same money in buying better players as time goes on, as the years progress. Players that can really have a meaningful impact in their respective positions that they play on the pitch, and of course invest those money in good players so that it can be a good investment into the club itself. So that's some of the stuff that the fans literally stormed the pitch is upset about. So where do I stand personally? From a football fan point of view, I just really wanted to watch the game, and somebody said in one video that I've watched, that's exactly what that these owners want. They want fans to just say, look, we want to watch the game. We don't care what you do with the money. We don't care if you actually reinvest in the club. We just want to watch. Just bring the product. And I've somehow starting to believe that that's not just the way it should be. Personally, I've created a Manchester United, I wouldn't say a fan page, it's a Manchester United supporters group on WhatsApp, and that is where we chat about things and these kind of things in particular, because I mean, as fans, I've always been of the belief that we have a voice and it should be heard. There are various channels, and this is what Manchester United came out and say in their statement late yesterday afternoon. There are various channels which fans can use to air their voice and air their opinion. They obviously didn't expect the protest of yesterday, and obviously don't want this kind of protest to happen again. But hey, the truth is, we out here in South Africa, we know protest is anything but comfortable. Protest is anything but a joy. Protest is meant to be a disruption. Protest is meant to sort of get you out of your comfort zone and think, yay, what the hell just happened? If you're from South Africa and you don't know what the protest is, then I don't know which rock you've been under for the last 10, 20, probably even 100 years, because that's exactly what protest is about. To disrupt, to cause sort of some havoc, to cause people who the protest is targeted for to have a bit of anxiety, to think, or sit it expecting, but yeah, to see, but let's just retract and try and do things differently. Oh yes, on the whole protest at Old Trafford yesterday, it also has got nothing to do with the European Super League. The Super League thing, I think the fans have stated how upset they were with the Super League, with the idea thereof, and therefore it's been cancelled, or Manchester United has decided to can the whole idea within less than 24 hours from it going public. So it also hasn't got to do anything with the Super League. It's just that the feeling that fans has been stuff that fans has been speaking about, stuff that fans has been complaining about for the longest time that has not been heard. It's this kind of stuff that has led to what we've seen yesterday. So it's Monday in South Africa, it's Monday in Cape Town. Like I told you, I had a lekker weekend. I'm still in a lekker vibe. I'm still in a good mood. At the pharmacy, people come in. This one girl came in and said that she's here to get medicines for her husband because he didn't go to work. Now, just like it. It's Monday, and to me, there's nothing. In fact, I'll be honest with you, and I'm gonna be brutally honest. I've got no respect for people who decide to stay absent on a Monday. I don't care what your ailment is. I don't care what the problem is. Unless it's death, it's never a valid excuse for me. That's just the way I am. Because I'm not a manager at my workplace. I'm also just a worker. But I know managers frown upon these tendencies where people sort of feel that they can stay absent from work any Monday, and even for a Friday for that matter as well. Mondays and Fridays are a total no-no to me. You've got no respect for yourself, you've got no respect for your workplace, you've got no respect for those colleagues who you leave alone, who has to go and face the music. Yes, of course, if a child is sick, I understand, but personally, I would make a way to get someone or leave my child with someone if I can't be off. And or at least go in and get concessions from my team leader and or manager if I may leave early and get the child to the hospital or to a doctor instead of the in my opinion. And the reason why I'm mentioning this here is because there were two cases. One girl came in to her husband. She has a baby on her arm. The baby is off. And I think if her husband is at home, why didn't he come and sort the baby out? But now that some sort of back pain. I've had back pain for months, and I haven't been at home sick, falling in sick because of the deficit on a month. The other incident was this girl openly admitted that she That's just my opinion. Ladies and gents, I need to get back to work. I've got about 5 minutes left of my lunchtime. But it's always a pleasure chatting to you guys. It's always a pleasure coming out here and just hearing what you're up to. Let me know what you're up to. If you found this link to the podcast on Facebook, drop me a message in the comments field. If you're listening through any of the podcast streaming platforms, you're welcome to leave a note, leave a comment. What do you feel about the whole Manchester United thing that took place yesterday? Whether you're a Manchester United fan or not, I would like to hear your opinion, especially those who support other clubs. The Chelsea fans, the Arsenal fans, the Newcastle fans, whoever. Yeah, also the Liverpool fans. I know you thought that I wouldn't say the Liverpool fans. No, ek is nie so nie. Ek sal like om te hoor van almal van julle. And then just work in general. How often, when was the last time you took off sick from work, whether it be for yourself or for a child that you're looking after? I'd like to know. In Atlantis, werk is baie skaars en ek dink jy ons kan met ons werk speel via links en regs net terwyl 'n siekdag inboek. Jy moet baie versigtig wees. Van die baas hou die trend stop. Hulle hou die tipe van dinge dop. One thing that I would like to get off my chest in terms of labor unions, ek dink die labor unions is daar om vir die werk te fight. Het voel vir my baie van die mense wat inkom by die apteek. Die een ou het vanoggend genoem, hulle by hulle werkplek is hulle nou besig om oor te skakel na 'n ander union toe. En die huidige union doen sweet boggerel, and it shouldn't be that way. I want you to pull your socks up. The members of your respective unions feel that you're not doing a single thing for them, and it shouldn't be that way. In fact, it reminded me, and I thought about this today. I know it was COVID, but I haven't heard with the union who I belong to ever since I joined. When did I join? Late last year? And I haven't heard any communication about meetings. I haven't received any agendas about meetings. I haven't received a phone call or two and find out exactly what's going on there. But guys, I've been signing off. It's been a lot of fun. Until next time, boys and girls, adios amigos, hasta la vista, peace. Wow, it's been a great show, guys. Thank you. You far too kind. I need to rush back in to get to